teaching us at it pretty well there. I mean, you're patented here for the double play ball. Did you ever experience double play like that before?
Never. But it's funny, this is the second time that I've had first and third, nobody out, and it's been against the Cubs, and both times we got out of it, so familiar territory, I guess.
We talk a lot about trust in the defense and when you pitch to contact, knowing the guys behind you have you. Just how it doesn't really seem to matter where the ball goes, but the defense has been able to pick you up consistently each time. How much trust do you have?
Oh, I mean, complete trust. For me, being a sinker ball guy, obviously it's pitching to contact, but I mean, time and time again, they've always come up big behind me, real big. And then even when they make routine plays, it's because they make it look so easy. You know, most of the time it's very hard, difficult plays. But for me, it's I know all I need to do is just wait for Molina to put down a sinker, and I'm throwing it. So.
Awesome for me, TJ. When you're watching all of that unfold, what's going through your mind? I know it might be hard to pinpoint it exactly, but when all is said and done, what was your reaction?
Well, it's just obviously excitement. I was very, very excited, thrilled. It's funny because going into that pitch, obviously I'm throwing a sinker to a lefty. Percentage-wise, I'm going to get a ground ball or I'm hoping to get one. And as soon as he does get one, I'm like, okay, at least we'll get one out. And then when that all unfolded, it just, I can't explain it. I'm glad the focus was on everyone else on the field because I'm pretty sure I was spinning around in circles on the field. I'm not even sure.
Thank you.
Derek Gold, St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
You just kind of answered my question, TJ. I wondered if you were tracking it in your head, like that guy's supposed to be there, that be there.
Yeah, I was the one positioning everybody. I definitely wasn't involved. I don't think they wanted me involved in that rundown at all.
How often have you seen a double play involve the center field?
Not a lot. Not a whole lot. I saw Bader when we came into the dugout, and I was like, how did you even find your way into that rundown? It was amazing.
I want to ask you one other quick question. You joined this team kind of in the midst of their, I guess, identity search, for lack of a better word. For you to come in at that time and maybe not knowing how they got to that point, what has this been like for you to see it all come together?
It's a great question there. Obviously, I wasn't here the first half of the season. I only saw, what I've been seeing for the past couple of months. But coming in, I knew Goldschmidt was here. I knew Arenado was here. Wainwright's still throwing. I knew all of these guys were here. And obviously, a lot of the younger talent. So you knew it was there. It was just a matter of when it was all going to click. And right now, we're all clicking. So, one aspect of the team isn't pulling its weight. Someone else is picking up the slack. And that's the recipe for a successful team.
Thank you, TJ.
Zach Silver, MLB.com.
Hey, TJ, kind of bouncing it off. Knowing the Cardinals' defense is just their bread and butter over the years, you've seen it kind of operate from afar, but to kind of see it up close in person, what does it surprise you about just the attention to detail that the guys behind you have? There's got to be a lot of trust involved in throwing your sinker and knowing that they're going to turn that play. What does this impress you about how this team specifically goes about its way on defense?
Well, it's just a professionalism, right? It's every time a ball's in play, everyone expects to make it, and when they don't, you could tell that they're upset, and it's not a frustration where it carries over to the next pitch. It's just like, shoot, should have had that ball. I'm gonna get the next one, and every time they come back and make a play. Obviously the work ethic goes without saying. All these guys work incredibly hard to be able to do that, and it shows. I think we're one of the best defensive teams in the league right now.
And I know every day the focus is tomorrow and today, but is there a way to appreciate just what is sort of happening right now? You got to focus on tomorrow, but I just described just this skill you guys have going to the ballpark, coming to the ballpark, leaving the ballpark that you're kind of riding right now.
It's an incredible feeling. Just the complete elation of knowing every time we come to the field that we're going to win, and it's that confidence. It's that. I don't want to say arrogance, but it's that almost that motivation. Every time we come to the field, we're expecting to win, and we're rising to the occasion when need to. But again, we're not gonna sit back and pump the brakes in terms of, all right, we won this many in a row, we're not going to continue winning. Every day is a new day, so yeah, tomorrow we're going to show up and just try to win the day.
Jeff Jones, Belleville News Democrat.
TJ, can you remember or do you know what the longest winning streak of your career has been?
I think I was with the Diamondbacks in 17 and we had 15 or 16. I want to say it's around this. I don't know. I would have to check, but no, the way we're winning though is kind of what sets it apart from a lot of other teams. The way that we have comeback wins, we have incredible defensive plays in the field. It's just the way that we're winning. It's well-rounded. I think everyone is contributing to the way that we're winning, not just one aspect.
Has there been any point at any game during this streak where you guys, I don't know, you or you guys, whoever, has felt like, okay, maybe this is the one today? Has that ever crept in at all?
It has, not at this point. I honestly, I mean, we've won, I want to say at least the last week and a half. Anytime we're playing a game, doesn't matter if we're winning or losing, we know by the end of it, we're going to come ahead. Like, it's one of those things that we just have so much confidence right now, and that's really what you need to build off of.
Mike Reeves.
In the moment, TJ, can you appreciate the history, though, of a franchise best winning streak, or do you have to kind of look back at that? Can you appreciate it in the moment?
Yes, absolutely, in the moment. I know everyone in here realizes what we just did, but again, going back to what I was saying, it's one of those things where you take it in, you appreciate the moment, and then when we show up tomorrow, that's not even in our minds. You know, it's about the wild card, it's about the playoffs, it's about finishing the season. That's just something else, I guess, on top. It's incredible, but it's just something else we don't really think about.
All right, thank you, TJ.